Ready to roll?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Let's rock. Hey everybody, look who's back! Yeah, the guy that you missed so much last week, he is back. Yeah, I got whatever. James is back. Yeah, I got him back. I told you guys he'll be back. I mean, some people even
Yep,
after the stream, people were going, "Where's James? Where's James?" I'm like, "He's at the movies. He's at the movies. He'll be back." And he's back. He's
I'm
back.
back.
Man behind the mask. All right. So I hope everyone's doing fantastic. It is March 8th, which is really weird. It's already March. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, where does time go?
Last time I checked, it was still Christmas. Before you know it, I'll be at Cheap Trick on July 4th. Oh, can't wait for that concert. Oh, okay. So without further ado, Sir James, are you ready for your review?
Just telling people on
Okay, I'll just
Facebook.
keep Apple with you. Just let me know
Hold
when you're
on.
ready. And but yeah, it's been a busy day today. I have this big auction. This is like before surgery auction because I'm gonna be out for a little bit. So I'm trying to get this big auction going for tomorrow night. All right, now you ready?
I'm ready.
We're rolling. Rolling.
Okay.
Make you big.
Right. Okay. So I know everybody missed me. I'm happy to be back here doing what I do with Kate
Oh,
here.
I'm happy too, buddy.
And it's great to be back doing what I love, streaming with people and stuff. So now I went to the movies on Wednesday night, and I saw some great previews in there. I saw the Ghostbusters one.
Woo-hoo!
I saw Twisters.
Woo-hoo!
There's a new Mad Max movie about some girl. Don't ask me what the title was. I forget. And then the movie I saw was Dune Part 2. And it was just as amazing as the first one was. But this is the first time I actually saw this one in the cinema. The other one I watched on JJ's Plex account. When that one came out, I didn't get to see the first one in the theater. But you really have to pay attention because there's so many side plots going on. It's confusing at times. The soundtrack for this movie is amazing. But there was only one little flaw in the theater. One of their speakers was crackling, and the louder scenes and the music was going woom woom, like the sound you could hear a crackle. I think one of the wires is broken or something.
Interesting.
But it's about this guy Paul Atreides, and he's like a god of some sort, and he can see the future. And so there's wars going on about spices, and this emperor he wants to get to and attack him. And Christopher Walken's in there. And one of my major crushes is in this movie, Zendaya. I like Zendaya. She's really cool.
Christopher Walken's? Really?
Yeah, he's in there. And I really think this movie's good. And it ended on a cliffhanger, of course. So there's going to be a part 3 because apparently this is a trilogy. And I really thought it was very, very well done. And I had my popcorn and my Coke. And it felt good to have popcorn again because you can't get that kind of butter at home. You have to go to the movies for the best butter popcorn you're ever going to taste.
That. I second that. Yeah.
And now the Fab Forum.
Do it. Tell about it. This is guys. Pay attention to James' story. This is awesome. He told me about. Go for it.
Tommy Stinson is of this group band called the Replacements, and he also played with Guns N' Roses.
Yep.
And he talked about his early career and how the Beatles inspired him, and he talked about music in general, what it means to him, and stuff like that. It was kind of a short interview. I wanted more, and then they had a repeat, like they played a replay of an interview that was back in 2018 or 2019 of Rita Coolidge, and that was pretty cool. And she talked about when she went on tour with George Harrison and Eric Clapton and some other guy, I forget his name. But that was really interesting. And I also have a big announcement for everyone. This coming Monday will be my 2-year anniversary of being a streamer. 2 years. So on Sunday, I'm having a big celebration. So come all, and come have a look at my past achievements, and the Lamb is going to be there performing live.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And we might have a duck race.
Good to see you.
George.
Hope you're doing well, by the way. Well, that's awesome. No, if you guys know who the Lamb is, he's James, tell our awesome viewers who the Lamb is.
The Lamb is a musician from Cardiff, Wales, and he does his show every Monday at 7 p.m. UK time, which is 3 o'clock for me. I don't know what time it will be for you guys, and he is fantastic. He has a duck race, which I won last Friday. Finally, he performs on YouTube, and he's simultaneously also streaming at the same time on Twitch. So you can catch him on either platform, whatever one floats your boat. But I stay on because I'm a mod in both. But I normally stay on the YouTube side because being a mod on Twitch is a little more complicated because there's more buttons to press and different things. Yeah. But the Lamb is really talented. He's a self-taught guitarist, and if you go on my YouTube channel, you'll see my interview with him from last July.
Yeah, the Lamb is the Lamb is a really cool guy, very knowledgeable. You should listen and play guitar, and his guitar playing skills are just exquisite.
Oh, and George, I'm looking forward to seeing a picture of your used car that you got because he said his car died from 2009.
Bummer. That's
so he went with his dad yesterday and bought a new one. What did you get, George? Tell the viewers what you won.
All right, so James, you know what I'm going to ask you to do. You know that, right?
Yeah. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
The Bon Jovi activated. So, what was it? Yesterday, Bon Jovi dropped the trailer to their for the Hulu documentary "Thank You and Goodnight," which will be released next month. I can't remember the date because that's numbers.
April 26th.
And so, James, VW jet, very nice.
Ooh.
That sounds very nice. It sounds very sporty, George, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Sporty. So, James, I watched the premiere video on YouTube right before he messaged me. It happened it ended right before he messaged me. So that's why I sent you the link. And I sent you the link. And my question for you is, what did you think about the trailer?
It looks really good.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be on regular TV on A&E, and if I can't get it because I don't have Hulu, JJ can always put it up on Plex for me to watch it.
Well, hi, Royce!
Hey, Royce is in the house, baby!
Woo!
And the crowd goes wild. And they're all shouting, Royce, 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 Royce. Like,
yeah, we've been practicing that, Royce. We've been practicing it, Royce. We couldn't help it. We love you. Yeah, but what you think about what was being said in that trailer, James? Because in the Bon Jovi trailer for the documentary, there's a lot of stuff that was being said.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I said, I wish it was April 26th right now so I can see it.
Well, and the thing that, here's my partake of it. And maybe you can understand what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure you are. And people follow along. If you don't know what we're talking about, watch the trailer. It's on YouTube. And before I go any further, I told John Bon Jovi this. He was in the YouTube chat. He was answering fans' questions. I didn't ask anything. I was just in there, just talking back to him, just being positive, nice, just talk back to him. And there are a couple things that John says something in the chat. Royce blushes? Really?
Ooh.
We got Royce blushing.
It's a royal flush.
Stop it. The royal flush. We love you, Royce. We love you. You know that. We love you. And so, and the one thing that John said, because I know prior to this trailer, the reason of this trailer, after doing some investigative homework on it, I'm a music journalist, so I tend to I don't like to say poke my nose into things. It's just I look into things that kind of make me go like, well, I'm not poking my nose into this, but I want to know, where John stands, because in order for me to understand any of it, I need to know where he stands. And now that I do, the trailer actually makes, from the previous articles, the trailer makes sense for me. And so basically, in the YouTube chat, somebody asked about the band's future, Bon Jovi's future, and John Bon Jovi, God bless his heart, when he said, I can't remember all the answer, but I remember him saying this. And remember in my previous, I don't think you weren't here last week, but I was saying that baseball, football is my lingo. He was talking in football terms. And John said this, James, regarding the band's future, it's only halftime. Meaning, it's only halftime. And basically what he means by that is that the band is going to be doing stuff. It's only halftime. And I'm like, and that's football lingo for me, people. It's like, it's only halftime. I'm like, that's football lingo. I'm like, okay, football lingo. So that means that the band is doing something. I just don't know. I understand there's a new album coming about. I get that. And people are asking questions about it in the YouTube chat. And I'm like, guys, stop. I'm like, guys, stop asking these generic questions about the album. He's not going to tell you. Quit asking. They don't get it, but the news of that will come in time. And I'll be more than happy to. Why is this flipping my hair? I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm like, I don't know. It's been a crazy busy day, guys. I don't know. But anyway, and John says it's only halftime, so it means that the band's gonna stick around. And my question is, but to what degree? It's like, there's the album. Fantastic. And so now there's the trailer. And the one thing that caught my attention is that I love the fact that Richie Sambora is in the trailer. I love the fact he's going to be part of that documentary. I love it. And as it should be. If there was going to be, I told myself that there were ever going to be a Bon Jovi documentary, Sambora has to be in there. He just had, it's a no-brainer. And he was there. And I tell you what, James, you saw Sambora at the beginning of the trailer, right?
Yeah, I did. I was like, wow.
Oh, and they asked him, "Oh, you want me to talk about it?" And he just, he had me laughing over here. He goes, "What do you want me to do? Tell the truth? You want me to tell the truth? You want me to lie? What do you want me to do?" I'm just laughing at that point. I thought that was just hearing Sambora go, "Oh, you want me to tell the truth? You want me to lie?" I'm like what? Yeah, I'm like, why are you saying you want me to lie? And I'm like what? Like, oh my gosh, I was laughing at that. It was funny though. I almost like, oh my gosh, it was funny, guys. You should have seen my reaction. I'm like, oh, it's like, oh, I love Richie Sambora. I have so much respect for him. I do. And then of course, they go further down into the trailer, and a lot of things I caught. I'm surprised I remember all of them. It hurts to write anything on pen right now with this elbow, so I can't really do that right now. But what I can tell you is that a little bit later on in the Bon Jovi trailer, there's Sambora saying, "I don't regret leaving the band, but I regret how I left." And I'm sitting there going like, well, and seriously, that's what I said too. And I love Sambora. I never hated him for 1 minute. No. I have so much respect for everybody involved in Bon Jovi. I do. And the thing for me is that when Sambora said, "I don't regret about leaving, but I regret of how I left," that just shows how human he is. It's just like, I'm sitting here and, and I get it. I get what he's saying. It's like he regrets how he left. I get that. And I understand. I do. And so here I'm sitting here going, well, he's human. We all done things that, and honestly, I'm like, well, honestly, I say, well, you should see my track record. Like, oh, seriously, you also see my track record. But, but it's just like, well, that's just part of being human. Sometimes we do things that are not, well, worthy, and I get what Sambora is saying. And that was very honest, too. I'm like, and he was very honest about it. And I'm like, and I'm sitting there, right? I heard him say that. I'm going, thank you for your honesty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. And that's a music journalist, I'm like, but also I'm a fan. So if both ways, both my worlds crash, and I'm just like, I get it. Of course, you got John here. towards the end of the trailer talking about the uncertainty of the band. And there was like a picture of him that looks like he was almost in tears because he was just so uncertain of what was going to happen. Because that he said at one point he wanted to leave Bon Jovi. And I'm like, interesting. You know, it's like I didn't know any of that stuff. And here I am going, well, that's kind of sad, but that is pretty sad, but it's understandable too. Because I think being the responsibility in that career really caught up to him at some point. I mean, that's just based from the trailer. I gotta binge watch that documentary. I might even watch it a second time so I can get a hold of things, which I do sometimes as well. And but just seeing like that picture of John Bon Jovi, you know, sitting on that couch, James, and just thinking, and his eyes were looking watery. You saw that too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. And that's where I'm just like, what can I do to help? I'm serious. Because no matter how stressed, like his hair is, no matter how stressed I am, I'm always trying to find a way to be light for other people. So I see John Bon Jovi just sitting there, and he's just thinking so hard, and he looks like he's gonna cry, you know. And I'm like, immediately, I'm sitting here like this. I'm looking at that, and I'm just going, what can I do to make that better for you? What can I do to be your light? You know, I'll be your light. You just let me know what you want me to do. If you need positivity, I'll give it to you. I'm already being positive for certain people, which I love. Hi. And so, and of course, no, I don't like seeing anybody like that, you know? It just hurts my heart to see somebody like that. I know that John felt like that too, and maybe still does. I hope not, but if that's the case, I love you, John. It's going to be okay. You know, it's just, I wanted to help. I'm like I think he needs some positivity. I could be that light. I don't mind, you know what I mean? It's like I don't mind being that light at all. I don't. But
I like that they showed a younger John Bon Jovi. It doesn't even look like him.
Oh, it was really young because that's how he started. You know, really young. But John Bon Jovi, you know, I have so much respect for him, and I cannot imagine what he's been going through. But I could sense that was a challenge, and I could sense that band means a lot to him. Now, I love what he said about like there isn't quitting in this band or quitting period. And I'm like, that's the spirit right there. But at the same time, I care about his health and well-being too. I care about everybody's health and well-being for that matter. And so I'm gonna sit down when that comes out. I'm gonna sit down. I'm like, now, as you know, I'm not gonna be on hiatus. I've been kind of on hiatus from the blog. It's my elbow anyway, but I'm gonna be even on more hiatus from the blog when I have surgery on Tuesday. But what I want to do is that I should be feeling good enough by then. And what I plan to do is watch every single episode, and I'm gonna write about it on my blog.
Wow, that should be cool.
And I want to do that because one, I'm a fan, a Bon Jovi fan. Always have been, always will be. They're responsible. One of the other bands are responsible of why I'm a music journalist. Yes, you guys are responsible. And thank you. And two, you know, and I just want to do something positive. So what better positive way is to write about the 4-part documentary? I don't see why not. So James, you gotta get access to that, man.
Well, I don't have Hulu, but I know that JJ can set me up on Plex.
But anyway, so what you think of the trailer? What's the rating?
10 on 10.
10 out of 10.
I really want to watch it. I wish it was today.
Oh, yeah, I wish it would be released on my surgery day on Tuesday, so I have a reason to. Because I'll be watching stuff to keep me company. So, John Bon Jovi. I never heard a single song I didn't like. I know, Russ. Oh my gosh. I mean, what? It's like, you know, I mean, John. Plus, what I really like about this documentary too is that John and Richie talk about the creation of "Living on Prayer." And I am ecstatic for that. I am game for that. That's my surgery day song, people. Or one of them. I think I'm also going to do "Unbreakable" by Crossbow and Scully. Unbreakable, unstoppable. But yeah, no, John Bon Jovi. There's a song that gets me to this day. And hopefully, maybe one day he can answer that someday to me someday. But there's a song called when I like John's Young Guns album. What a great album, Young Guns, George. What a great album.
Blaze of Glory.
Going down. Straight up, I'm like, I play Fortnite, and every time I know I'm picking the wrong battles, that is the song that's playing in my head. I'm going down. And at that point, I'm going, charge! It's funny.
Yeah.
I'm serious, people. I'm gonna probably play some more later on.
Well, before we continue with our musical extravaganza, check your Instagram. George sent you a picture of the new car.
Okay, I'll take a look after the stream.
Okay.
But thank you for the heads up, George. I bet you I'll get to you soon, buddy. I promise. Thank you for the heads up.
Yeah.
And so, Wanted Dead or Alive, shot through the heart. Oh, you gave Love a bad name. All badass. Sambora. Oh man, Sambora with Bon Jovi or non-Bon Jovi. He's a killer artist. Holy cow! He released what did Sambora release that really helped me? What was that? Aftermath of a Lowdown. His album Aftermath of a Lowdown. Okay, this is my first stint with depression. I'm in the longest stint with depression right now. But when I caught it early on, Richard Simmons released Aftermath of a Lowdown, and that CD helped me get through that. Holy cow! And I owe Richie a lot for that. That solo album is underrated. As like, I know Sambora has a lot of other fantastic solo albums out there, but Aftermath of Lowdown, oh my gosh, he was just spot on with that stuff. I loved it. It was like fused with rock and blues all together, James. That's just I'll send you one of the songs over the weekend. We can talk about on Wednesday.
Oh, we did Helter Skelter. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, no, John's a Beatle fan. I think it was at the ICANN Music Awards that John said that he has wife Dorothea, and by the way, John and Dorothea are just great people. They help people. I love it. I'm a fan of those two as well. And but he say that he wants to sit with Paul McCartney and all of his music heroes, and then he totally forgot about his wife sitting at the table. He goes, "Oh yeah, I have a wife." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that was funny." I'm like, "How could you forget your wife?" But I'm like, but then get to, I'm like, I'm like, I probably would have been lost too if I got to sit next to Paul McCartney.
Wow.
I know I think you'd probably be crying if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I'd be like, if I was sat next to Paul, and I'd be bawling my eyes out. Yeah, I'd be like, oh my god.
Yeah, but Paul's cool. But that was cool that he got to meet his music heroes. But anyway, I'm gonna give the trailer 10 out of 10. I want it to happen, and it's been, and I think what happens, James, with this document, this is why I think I'm trying to follow here. But with Bon Jovi, the new website Bon Jovi Forever, that has a countdown clock, which things will be happening on Thursday.
Wow.
And I'm gonna be watching that while I'm recovering from surgery. I'm gonna see if I can feel better by Friday, though. I'm gonna try. And what's gonna happen is, I'm trying to figure out that everything with the new Bon Jovi Forever website and the Bon Jovi trailer, I think that pretty much sums up what the band's gonna do. And I told John Bon Jovi this at the end of the stream on YouTube, and I told him on Facebook that, and now I'm starting to gain a lot of understanding of what's going on. Well, some, not much, some enough to know, to say the least. I told him whatever happens with you in the band, whatever happens, I'm in full support. So it's just like, whatever it is, I'm gonna be there. So I already put myself in that spot, but I'm like, I'm there. Just do whatever. I'm there. Just whatever. I'm there. You don't have to. I don't care what it is. I'm just gonna be there. So I'm just gonna be there. Speaking of being there, so next up, let's talk about Richard Simmons. Yes, and I mean the Richard Simmons. He's actually. I tell you what, you told me this. You like Richard Simmons too, right? I think you said back in the 80s, correct?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and I still do.
Yeah, I do too. And the thing too that I've always loved about Richard Simmons is his compassion, to help people, to make people feel good about themselves, make you feel like they're wanted, good, make you feel like you're wanted. And so, okay. And so, well, story short, guys, story time here. 1985 or so, John did an acoustic version of Twist and Shout. Oh, I think I've seen that song, George. I need to think. Anyway, I'll get back to you on that one, my friend. So, story time. So, I've never been thin, okay? And so, in my teenager years, back when I had good joints, you saw it twice? Me too, George. Righto. Me too, twice. Righto. And so when I was a teenager, I always worked out with Richard Simmons workout tapes. So that's how I knew him. And I've always liked him. And of course, and there's this whole hoopla about it. And I don't care about the hoopla. All I care about is that guys, I'm telling you right now, he's happy, he's healthy, he's alive. And that's a blessing in my book. But seriously, that's a blessing. Nothing makes me more happy, especially, in the morning, to read all these really nice posts on Facebook that talks about stories about when he's growing up, and it's just like, I like reading that stuff because I get to know more about that person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like he's opening himself to us to let us, learn from him. And, I like it. And I've always liked Richard. I had nothing against him. I never will have anything against him. And I'm aware of that movie. I'm keeping my nosy posy out of it. I love Pauly Shore, but I'm keeping my nosy posy out of that one. Not my business. Not my focal point. And but what I'm gonna say is that now Richard Simmons. Okay, this is probably the best movie I've ever seen so far this year by anybody by far. Yeah. Okay. Other than Coop, love you, Coop. Shh. It's like, oh. But other than Coop, Richard Simmons, let's backtrack here. So yesterday, today he finished a story about his mother, and his mother sounded like such a nice lady. Oh my gosh, just I actually read both posts over again because it's such a great how he talks about his mom, so sweet. So yesterday, here I am, okay, straight up, and I'm telling Richard on Facebook, you're doing great. Don't let anybody steal your power. Don't let anybody steal your beauty. You're capable of doing great things, and he is. And yesterday, boom. And I'm like, okay, so as you know, I work from home, and here I am. I have to go on YouTube, to list videos to put on my articles, right? And so here I am. All of a sudden, my notification went off right in front of myself, on this laptop, and it said Richard Simmons. I'm like,
wow.
And it says Richard Simmons. George, I'll get back to you on that comment in a second, buddy. And I'm kind of preaching here because I'm supportive of what Richard is doing. I'm in full support. That's just where I stand. That's where I'm forever going to stand too. That goes with Coop too. I'm always in full support. Even Kiss, even though they're retired, I'm still in full support. We know this. Monkeys, you name it. Blah blah blah. But anyway, so it says Richard Simmons on the YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm like, oh, like, what are you doing, Richard? I'm like, what are you doing? And then I was curious as heck. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, So I was curious, It's like seeing back on social media. It's been a joy. It really has been a joy for me. It kind of just makes me happy knowing that he's doing well and he's happy and he's blessed, and it's just beautiful to hear. It really is. And and to read too, I shall say. And so when I saw his new song Aerobique or something like that, is that how you pronounce it?
Aerobique, yeah.
Aerobique. Thank you. It's supposed to be said with the French tone, but French.
Aerobique. something like that, I
So
guess.
he's from New Orleans, so and New Orleans is French in ways. It is. I mean, French speaking.
Don't
Yeah.
even know what the word means, but anyway.
I should have looked that up. Sorry, Richard. But I am like, oh, that song. I'm like, Richard Simmons music. I'm like, oh, I'm a music journalist, of course. I'm like, oh, I gotta stop. And I'm typing people. I'm typing up an article. I had to stop and listen to the song. Rarely do I do that while I work, but man, I listened to it. Now, before I go into my critique, James, what'd you think of it?
Just give me a second. I'm looking up Richard Simmons for the Aerobique, so you know what the name, what it means, because I want to know what it means before I actually talk about it.
Okay. Well, now babble. You do your research. I should have done the research, but he's also a great wingman. I love him to death. He's awesome. And so I thought.
Never mind that. I'm gonna look it up after. Screw it. Well, my take on this song is, I want to get up and dance to it because I thought it was so cool. And Richard Simmons singing in this thing, it was funny and cute at the same time, and I just enjoyed it so much.
I'm like, for me, I had my sound off. I'm like, what? I can't hear anything. I'm like, oh, whoops. And I press the next thing I hear Richard saying, I love you. I'm like, it's just the way he says it. I was like, I love you. And of course, I actually went, because right after I turned on my speaker, he goes, I love you. And I'm like.
And it's funny hearing him sing with that accent of his. And I said, this is cool. I like this song.
Yeah, it's catchy because when I first heard I re-listened to it the second time. I mean, it's still funny. I turned on my speaker because I accidentally had my speaker off, non-intentional. I pressed it. I hear him go, I love you. And I went, I love you too.
Aww.
Like, I love you too. It's
I'm
true.
gonna have to follow him on Facebook.
I do.
I want to hear all these delightful little quotes that he puts every morning. Now I got to see this for myself.
Well, he's on YouTube, just not YouTube. Facebook. It's a live chat. He's on Facebook. Yeah, you should see it. I mean, you'll see me on there. I'm one of his top fans. You should see it on there. And so I'm like, I love you too, Richard. I love you too. Now, for me, I tell you what, as a music journalist, I'm always looking for a song, or songs for that matter, that make me get up and dance, kind of like, well, like stick sail away. That will just get me dancing any time. But it's funny because no matter what I'm doing, when I hear that song, I am up dancing and singing. Just I did the other night, and I had to apologize to Waffles because she was looking at me like, "What in the world are you doing?" Waffles is like, "What are you doing? You're being embarrassing, Mom." So I had to apologize to the dog in advance. I told her, "Yeah, you'll have to get used to this one." But anyway, So I re-listened to the song 3 times, and the reason I've been listening to it 3 times is because I loved it. I like the beat of it. I mean, when I first heard the electronic beat, I am serious. I'm going like, I'm here in my chair. I'm going like, boom. It's like, boom, 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 boom. And then now you hear Richard's voice, and I'm already still going like, boom, boom, boom. And all of a sudden, the song just like goes into this deep, electronic disco, kind of like electronic disco, European disco for that matter. And next thing you know, I'm going like, I'm seriously, guys, straight. I'm only doing this once, so enjoy it. Here I am. A shout out to Richard Simmons. He broke me while working. No one breaks me while I work, ever. Well, maybe you could, but that's a totally different thing. But it's like this, I'll go like this, like boom, boom, boom. And next thing you know, Richard Simmons' song goes into like a deep electronic thing. And next thing you know, I'm here, James. Watch this. James, you rushing?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm going like this. Seriously, guys, I'm in my chair. And I'm going like this. Boom, boom. Oh my God. I'm serious, guys. I'm supposed to be working. I'm going boom, boom.
Hey, Dan.
Every time, hi Dan. So that's why I listen to it 3 times, because every time I listen to it, I'm going like this at first. Go boom, boom, boom. And I'm going. Yeah, I'm supposed to be working, people. So I'm going like, so it nothing brought me more joy. I mean, well, other than hearing Coop talk about David Jones, that also brought joy. But also hear my email too, that also brought joy. But anyway, I was saying, hearing Richard Simmons sharing something that he created. Well, I was working till I heard that song, and then I was just.
Okay, I found out what Aerobique means. I'm gonna read it to you on Google.
Go for it.
Aerobiques is a form of physical exercise that combines rhythmic aerobic exercise with stretching and strength training routines with the goal of improving all elements of fitness. It is usually performed to music and may be practiced in a group setting led by an instructor.
He's on. He's on to something. This is my conclusion. He's doing something. Either he's sharing things, he's sharing things, and I love him for it. I'm glad he's back on. He's thriving on social media, and he's sharing things. And him sharing that song just makes me happy. It's music, so it's my lingo, so even better. And I don't know, James. What do you think? You think he's on something?
Yeah, he is. I really liked it.
Well, he said on the Richard Simmons said on the Facebook post that what was it? There could be more songs to be released soon. He just wants us to get tired of his voice. And so what I read, so you don't get tired of my voice, I'm like, oh please.
Wow.
I might be able to hear him for a long time. That was torture enough. I mean, seriously, it's like Alice Cooper leaving the radio that one time. That was torture enough. Thank you. So just know that, I got Cooper on the radio, and then you got Richard Simmons back to in a way, and it's just nice to know that Richard Simmons is doing all right. That's just,
we'll be back sweating to the oldies like the good old days.
I don't know, he's retired now, but he's sharing things, and
I found out he's 75.
Yeah, and he's a blessing, and I'm just glad he's okay. And Richard, if you ever see this, I love you, and you keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you. Very proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. Well, I'll just be here blabbering about his music. Just doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you. Keep working. Keep working at it. Love you. Yeah, well, I tell you what, Dan, he's on something. And I could not be more than happy to see what else he's doing. I've been nothing but encouraging him. That's what I've been. If you see all these Facebook posts, James, you will see that I've been nothing but encouraging, because it just never hurts to be positive to help other people along the way. It never hurts.
Is it a fan page or is it an actual?
Yeah, he's verified. Richard, you belong here.
You have to send me the link for his Facebook because I don't want to go to the wrong one.
Yeah, I'll send you a link after it. But anyway, Richard Simmons, you belong here. Remember that. You belong here. We love you. We're just a bunch of positive people, and we love you. But I still liked it too. When I turned up my volume button, I heard that I love you. I heard that. I'm going, I love you too. So that's why I said back, like, I love you too. I do. Little heart. Love you too. I remember him on the Letterman show, and Dave just ripped him for his short shorts and low hang. No, I don't want to talk about any of that. No offense, Dan. No, I don't want to talk about that because that's not what I want about. But I can understand what you're talking about. I don't approve of any bullying, or to this day, I still don't approve of any bullying or negative stuff like that. No one deserves to be going through that.
No,
I don't care.
Not at all.
I don't care if you're famous or not. You don't deserve to go through that. That's just, a lot of things are just uncalled for these days, and I've been bullied half my life, people. So it's like,
I know, because I have been too.
Yeah, so we've been there too, and when you get bullied, it's just not. It's part of the friendship sucks the joy out of you. I mean, I get it, but Richard's back out there, and I'll be darned to let anybody hurt him. Oh no. Mm-mm. Normally, I don't jump in crossfire, but this would be a crossfire. That would be a crossfire I would not mind jumping into. So
he looks like the type of guy you could hang out with and have fun.
Yeah, that's what I always liked about Richard Simmons. It's like he just seemed like a fun guy, and people who've met him said he's been nothing but just kind, loving, kind. And I sent him an email one time. Yeah, because he actually does reply to emails, by the way. And I had a question for him.
Oh,
It was for giggles. You want to see something giggly? Look up Richard Simmons. Whose line is it anyway? Gold. James saw it. He almost peed himself.
yeah, it was great.
I still watch that. When I'm with depression, I go to that. I just laugh. I almost peed myself laughing.
And he was in this series called Comic Relief that they did every year, and I used to rent them on VHS. And he talked to Dr. Ruth Westheimer. Richard did.
That's cool. No, but he's a good guy, and he's definitely also one of the people that do not deserve any negativity, and that's why when I bring it up, I always want to be respectful and kind, because that's just the way it needs to be. Always be respectful and kind to other people.
Mm-hmm.
Never hurts. It never hurts. Never hurts. You'd be surprised how much kindness helps people.
Yeah.
All right, giggle butts. I see some giggle butts in the chat. But Richard, we love you. You belong here. We love you. We're glad you're back too, around. We love you. I should be drinking this, but
And Royce, while I think of it, stop on my stream on Sunday because I'm celebrating my 2-year anniversary of being a YouTuber. But the actual anniversary is on the Monday.
So
I'd love to have you there.
Well, anyway, we love Richard Simmons. So what's your rating for his song?
10 on 10.
Me too. It was a lot of creativity. He worked with a lot of really good music people for that song, and he's gonna drop more here pretty soon. So I'm ready for that. And when that happens, I'll send them to you as well. But I want to know, is there an actual workout to that song? Because I'll tell you guys this. Ever since that email, I've been actually working out more to his. Love Richard on the show as well as Tony Danza and Howard Stern. Yeah, no, I think what I liked about Richard, I'm gonna say straight out to you is that I just loved him for who he was. He never pretended to be anybody else. He was just out there, fun loving,
and he was right out there with. Remember when Jane Fonda had her Jane Fonda's workout?
Yeah. And he's just and I remember hearing at one point one of his dogs died, which, by the way, I'm sorry. Oh shit. And that's the hardest thing in the world is losing that. And I've been there, but luckily I got Miss Waffles who ditched me for upstairs. Typical. And so, but in a lot of ways I can relate to him too. So it's just like having somebody who actually understands me. Just like Coop too, he understands me at this level. Richard understands me on this level too with the email. I'm not sharing all the gory details, but he gets it too. I'm like, so those two on that level. But he's good. Richard's good. Yeah, I respect him very much. Yeah, and I can't wait to hear more. That's what I want. I'm happy for him. That's what it is. I am happy for him.
Mm-hmm.
Richard, you're a popular one. Oh boy.
Let's get Richard Simmons on the show.
Oh Lord, he doesn't do appearances anymore. That I don't think. Well, you can always email him, asking for advice and stuff. He answers you back.
Wow.
But Royce, we need some Richard Simmons talking. Richard Simmons is a good motivator. If you see that ESPN commercial where he goes like, yeah, type, check your sources, camera one, I'm just like, when I saw that, I'm like, that gets me all the time. Camera one, camera two, I'm like, oh my gosh, this sounds like my journalism news TV class. I'm like, oh my gosh. And at some point, I still watch that sometimes. Like type, check your sources, it's just like, and I'm like, where were you when I was at UNC? I could have used that motivation. I'm serious. Class, you gotta check your sources, and while you're doing the TV studio, Camera 1, can't work out your neck. Can't 2, look up. Camera 3. But it brings me joy. But he brings me joy. Just like his leadership does, brings me joy. But Richard, we love you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep doing whatever you're doing. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. We love you. You're popular. We love you. So next up, we got Beyonce, Texas Holdem. So James, thoughts?
I was not impressed.
You're really impressed, really. Do tell.
It's not her forte. It doesn't fit her doing country. I didn't like the song. I thought it didn't fit her genre of music. It just didn't feel like this is not Beyonce. Like I prefer doing Put a Ring on It, whatever the hell the song's called. You know the one I'm talking about. Like she's better doing the pop stuff and R&B and that. But this song was okay, but it just didn't move me. It didn't get me wanting to tap my toes to it or anything like that. It was just like, it didn't fit her.
I don't hate Beyonce. I like her.
I like her too.
I do, but
this song just did not fit her.
I understand she's from Houston, Texas. I get that, and that's cool. No, don't get me wrong, that's cool. It's just, okay, I'll say this. I do like the beat to it, or in the hey, hey, and the shout. I like that, but I think what she's saying is like my fear is that country music will be taken over by hip hop or different genres, and I'm proud of her. I'm proud of Beyonce for going above and beyond. I'm a fan of watching musicians, trying different things, testing the waters in artists and all that. I'm a fan of that. It's not my kind of country, but I do give her credit for trying. I do.
Oh yeah, I do too. And you know what? Because when I was on my video call with Jorgen on Messenger, and we were both talking about it, he said he heard the song too, and he agreed with me. He said, "James, I didn't like it. It's not her. It's not her kind of genre."
Beyonce. Yeah. But what the best thing that has come out Texas Holdem for Beyonce is that people are starting to line dance to it, and there's some really neat line dances going on with that song.
But I would like to see Dolly Parton cover it.
Oh, I see Dolly Parton covering that song, but I don't think that's going to happen because Dolly's on their own awesome journey. And, Royce, check the chat. Oh, watch the chat. Typical me right there.
That would be right up your alley there, Kate.
Oh, it was on me. I thought we do Richard Simmons and talk about Alice Cooper. I mean, two talks certainly go well together.
I want to be on the panel when he does a Beatles show again.
Well, you and Royce talk to a show, see what y'all can figure out. Oh, Jeff wants to know how was Doom 2.
Jeff, it was amazing. A little complicated with the plot because there's so many side plots going on, characters you don't really know about, because I've never read the book, so I was just seeing it as a movie, but it was very well done. I liked the musical score in it. It was just fantastic. It's a long movie, 2 hours and 46 minutes.
Do it, Royce. Oh, yeah. I mean, those two both are really good topics, so technically speaking, because Richard's kind of in music now, which I think is great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't seen it yet, Jeff. I'm surprised you haven't seen it yet, sir. Yeah, Alice and Richard Williams. I think those were really good topics because I could go on forever about those two now. Oh yeah. But yeah, anyway, what's your rating for the Beyonce song?
I'm gonna be nice and give it a 3.
That's nice. I'm gonna probably give her. What do you think here? I'm going above your 3. I'm gonna be nice because I respect the heck out of her. I do.
I do too, but
yeah, it's just not my forte. I mean, you want to talk about country music? The late Toby Keith, rest in peace. I miss you. Brooks and Dunn, Kenny Chesney, George Strait. Who else? LeAnn Rimes, LeAnn Womack. A whole bunch of others I can't think of. but they're in my mind. Exactly, Dan. So I'm gonna probably that's my kind of country, you know. I mean, when Toby Keith had that was a heartbreaker. Well, but anyway, I would say I'll give Beyonce a solid. I'll give her a 7.
Wow, that's really generous. I
Well,
like it.
give it too because I'm giving her a 7 as well. Is because she's got people already line dancing to the song. And this song is still new, and people are already line dancing. I've seen some of the I have to send you one of the line dancing videos because, yeah. See, here we go, George, and that's where the line dancing videos come from. It's a great dancing song. As far as me singing along to it, no, but do I see myself dancing to it? Oh yeah. You know, it's like when I start, my goal is to, you know, when I start feeling ultimately better, you know, whenever that will be, or physically, mentally and physically. I mean, mentally and I'm there, but physically I need to get better, and I'm getting there too. And so when I get physically and mentally better, I want to take a line dancing class.
Oh, cool!
Because I know how to do. There are 2 dance songs I know. I know how to do the Cupid Shuffle. No, to the right, to the right, to the right, right, to the left, right, kick, left, kick, down. I know how to do that, Journey. And then, that's cool, Dan. And then the cha-cha slide. Slide to the left, slide to your right. 1 hop this time. Boom. Right foot, 2 stumps. Boom.
And you have to do the Mick Jagger song, the Mick Jagger dance too. Harlem.
I know how to do that. I know how to do that. I'm just not gonna show you guys. It's like when I hear "Sail Away" by Styx. You know, no one except for Waffles. And I think I scared her. So I'm serious. That dog looks so confused while I was doing that earlier this week. Oh my gosh, poor dog.
Hey, Dave.
Hi, Dave. Good to see you. Yeah,
I bet Dave could do the Harlem Shuffle.
The Harlem Shuffle. You know, it's like I'm a good dancer. Ever since I got my knees, both my knees are my bionic knees are almost 4 years old now, and I have main dance moves, but man, these other joints are just limiting me from doing so.
Okay, before I forget, I gotta tell everybody, don't forget the clocks go forward this weekend.
Oh man, Colorado's trying to ban that, by the way. I have a favorite track. Journey. So, Sing Your Journey, which is my sister's dog, by the way. Sing Your Journey. Excuse me, Senor. I was having too much fun with them last summer. Excuse me, Senor. Yeah, there's Senor. Excuse me. You know, I can tell you what music he likes. It's not Journey. What's Journey like? I can tell you what music he likes. Journey likes, let's put it this way. Dude Man the Cat likes Queen. Inoki likes, screaming metal. Spark Cat. And then Journey likes, the band, I can't remember, which ones was it? I can't remember. Give me a second. Yeah, I'll get back to that. And Waffles likes, what's she like? Smokey liked Kiss. My late dog Smokey liked Kiss. My first dog Sugar Bear liked Led Zeppelin. Waffles likes multiple bands. So I'm trying to figure her out. And then Journey likes Def Leppard. Likes Def Leppard. And Waffles, I'm starting to think she likes the Spencer Davis Group. Cream, Yardbirds, whatever Coop plays she likes. So as far as I'm concerned. Well, would it be fun if Journey didn't like Journey? Yeah, he kind of doesn't like Journey.
Wow.
He likes Def Leppard. So I'll give that. That's a smart dog. That's Def Leppard.
But kids will be jealous of what I have on.
Waffles is an all-rounder dog. So she likes all sorts of music so far.
Because you mentioned a band, And I happen to be wearing that band's T-shirt underneath. Would you like to see it?
Am I going to ask you for it?
You might.
But don't be flashing me. I don't want to see you move.
Make me big, please, so I can show it to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. They don't take candy from strangers. Stop flashing me. James is flashing me, guys. Oh, okay. Led Zeppelin?
Yeah.
Oh, you can have that one. I don't want that shirt. I want your GNR shirt.
Well, that's from Dave. From me.
Oh, bad. Okay.
What is Dave saying here? I'm looking for treats. I need something to bribe them with when I am collecting my online yard sale. Dave.
In my touches, in my records, this includes the Alice Cooper reissues. Somebody's in a world for pain. I'm serious right now. No one touches my babies. No one's touching my babies. That's in my records. No one. Not even my monkeys records. Oh, also, James, it is Mickey Dolenz' birthday today.
Oh, it is. Happy birthday to Mickey.
Let's sing happy birthday.
All right. Whoops. Wait. Hold on. My headphone wire stuck.
Please join me to sing happy birthday to Mickey Dolenz, the last remaining monkey. I love Mickey to death. He just released it.
I'm ready.
Right? Go. You start it off.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mickey Dolenz. Happy birthday to you. And all the monkeys, too.
Oh, I missed that part. But anyway, happy birthday, Mickey. We love you. Happy birthday. Blessings. All right, so let's see. George, you want those coupons? No, don't you dare. I won those. Those are mine. I swear, if I lose any of those reissues, there's heck to pay. Mark my words. No, those are my babies. And by the way, those speaking of reissues, Coops, $1 billion Babies, The Fear of Death. I think they just dropped, too. They just got released. Yeah. Oh, that interview with the Alice Cooper band. Oh my. Yeah, don't allow me, sir. You're not touching those. No touchy. Play some monkeys tonight. Let the spirit of Mike Nesmith, Davy Jones, Peter Tork play everywhere. And also honor Mickey's birthday. I'm not sure to see that before Coop goes on live too. And And so anyway, and I got the BDB regional CD LPs and nice $1 billion babe. Great. That's so stuck in my head. See, yeah, Jeff, I was telling you the $1 billion Babies reissue is on CD. Just go on rhinorecords.com. It's there. I looked. It's there. But yeah, and Fear of Death is gonna be released too, and so it's like Coop's dropping some great stuff as well. But the Alice Cooper band interview, that was by far the most awesome interview I've seen so far to this date. Oh my god, Cooper and his bandmates just left me in stitches. I mean, they were just funny. They were sharing stories. It was fun stuff. And I reckon you bought the reissue during the interview. Because right after the interview finished, I'm like racing to my radio to turn on the radio show. And while I'm waiting for the radio show to start, I got a message from Jeff saying, guess what I did? And I go, oh, nice. Nice, Jeff. And I go, you bought it, didn't you? And he goes, yes, I did. Yeah, I sure did. And the reason he bought that because the lithograph, right, James? No, I know you know what those are. They're signed by all the band members. Let's get that lithograph signed. Yeah, I'm like, smart man.
Wow.
I'm bad, but
excellent.
But I'm going smart man. I would if I had that money. If I haven't money, I would have done the same thing too. Get that lithograph framed, hang it up. I have the old $1 billion Baby Deluxe CD, and it has a complete concert from Schools Out for as a bonus disc. That's awesome, Dan.
Wow.
Yeah, so watch out for those Coop reissues. Those reissues are pretty nice. All right, guys. Go for it. You better frame it, or better yet, you could just send it to me. Don't you dare. Is it 7 o'clock? Is it 7 o'clock yet? Oh, okay, George. I'll let you know when. Who says you're gonna come over to my place?
What the hell's going on here? What, you're gonna have a live auction at Kate's, Dave?
Oh, I'll just. There are other people living here, so good luck. I'll just tell them there's a strange, bald-looking guy, standing at our front door. Just call the cops. Just call the cops. I'll say to my family, you'll have my blessing. Just call the cops.
Oh my God.
Anything to protect my reissues. Call the cops. Better yet, let Journey buy them. By all means.
Ow.
Yeah, I got you.
That hurt.
I'm choking over. I'm sorry, man.
I'm choking over here.
Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, if you see a bald guy at the door, call the cops. All right.
I'll still have some help.
I won those. And also, Angela gave me a very precious numbered record, too. There's no way. Hey, don't be touching my Lucky's records either. Those are sacred, too. But when I get back from Vegas in September, if I find anything missing, there's heck to pay. Just saying. Maybe
the only
not.
problem is, how is he going to find out where you...
Don't blame my fire people.
How is he going to find out where you actually live? That's the question.
He found the donut place next to my house on Dusty Stream. He can find anything. And quite frankly, he scared me when he did that.
I like that, Dave. Yes.
Shut up with the meow. Shut up with the meow, please. All right, we're going to go meow, meow, meow. We're going to press exit and meow, meow, meow. So, James, say meow, 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 bye.
Okay, meow, meow, meow. Okay, hold on. Here we go. And in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Yeehaw! And don't forget to come to my show on Sunday. Kate will be there. Dave and I will entertain you. It's going to be my 2-year anniversary. I can't believe I've gotten this far.
I should be there after church. That's the church service before my surgery. So I'll be there. I just don't know what time.
No problem. No problem.
Oh, he scared the bejiggins out of me. He goes, oh yeah. He says certain place wind chills. I'm like, seriously, guys. It's like, oh, that's creepy. I know, but you scared. And Dan, that sounds really dirty. Stop it. No one needs to know that. Nobody wants to touch your monkey. All right. So, good Lord, help.
Good songs like George Michael.
That's a Dan.
Love.